Hello, what's up guys, Duddrz here, and today I'm gonna start a bit of a series. So, I was getting a bit bored while building, like mostly on creative with World Edit, and I couldn't really think of things to do, so that, combined with watching Hermitcraft, convinced me to try and start a survival world. I almost never play survival, and I'm not even sure if I've legitimately beaten the game before. I'm gonna mostly try and do some cool builds in this series, but I might also do some other survival things like killing the dragon. But with that, let's start the world! So, as I created the world, the only thing I really changed was the world type, and I changed it to large biomes. I mostly did that just because I thought having larger biomes would make it easier to fit the build and gather resources. 13,000 blocks later, I would probably disagree. I spawned on a nice little hill, and quickly started looking at what was around me. I spotted a swamp, which wasn't amazing, but it has some flowers that I need for dye, so it's not a terrible spawn. I did a little bit of walking around before breaking down a tree. I crafted a sword and then dispatched some cows. After gathering that little bit of food, I went ahead and did a bit of exploring and harvesting before finding a cave to mine in. I was also pleasantly surprised when I saw that the cave had dripstone, since it's currently one of my favorite blocks. I grabbed the closest ores and built a furnace. I also blocked off the entrance of the cave so mobs wouldn't come in. Since I'm using Optifine, the caves look super bright, but they're actually still dark, so after hearing some mob sounds, I placed down lots of torches. My plan was to get full iron gear before leaving and fighting an ocean, so I grabbed as much iron as possible. And I also decided to get more armor before continuing down the cave. I grabbed a shield and sword and returned. There was a creeper and enderman, so I used some big brain strategies and let the creeper blow up and damage the enderman. I also looked straight at the enderman, which could have been really bad. Just kidding, I killed it easily. After that harrowing encounter, I collected some more dripstone and then went farther into the cave and collected some more ores and a bit of tuff. I crafted up all the gear I would need for the next little while, and went back up to the surface where a sneaky witch was waiting for me. I quickly stumbled upon a ruined portal with nothing very important besides a block of gold. I continued on my very undirectional path, hoping to find an ocean. The idea that I have for my build will be an island with some sort of Viking village, so it needs to be a large body of water. I crafted a boat so that my passage through the swamp would be a lot easier, but I also used it as a free lily pad gatherer. I had a moment of excitement at the end of this lake, and then realized it's not an ocean, it's just another large lake in a swamp. I pretty much kept going in the same direction, and pretty soon I had traveled about 3,000 blocks. I came across a savanna, but since I don't need anything from there, I just kept on going into a birch forest. This biome turned out to be my least favorite, since it has so many giant lakes that turn out not to be oceans. Pretty soon I was up to 9,000 blocks without finding any biomes I needed, but that quickly changed as I found a desert, because I kind of need sand if I'm gonna make beaches. I stumbled across a village where I cooked up some more food and then kept on going. Only about 1,000 blocks later, I found a desert temple and grabbed a few books and lots of bones for bone meal. Amazingly, only like 100 blocks away from there, I found another one and grabbed a free infinity book. My luck seemed to be turning because just a few thousand blocks later, I came across an ocean. It's like smaller than one of the swamp lakes, what the heck? Thankfully, I just had to follow the river a bit farther before I found an actual ocean. I went a little ways into it before finding a shallower area, and I decided to stop there. Next, I dug down a bit and started mining some cobblestone to get a rough outline of the island built. Since I'm so new to survival, I didn't grab nearly enough blocks for this, and I had to take many trips back to the mine. When I built it, I didn't really have a very good idea of what it would look like, so I just added some nice smooth sides with a small bay-like thing. So if you saw my last video, you might know that replay mod is a little bit broken at the moment. It's not 100% broken, but it's just super buggy and hard to use. I think I've found a little bit of a fix for what I've been having trouble with though, so hopefully by next episode I should be able to use a lot more replay footage and these time lapses will be a lot nicer to watch. Anyways, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, have a nice day, and happy building!